Claude becomes strategically useful when it accesses your business's truth. It can reach documents, tickets, databases, and policies. It also connects to code and tools your team already uses. Model intelligence is no longer the only bottleneck. The real advantage lies in context architecture. MCP and RAG transform Claude from fluent assistant to grounded system interface. Answers become connected, permissioned, traceable, and operationally useful. They fit seamlessly into real workflows. Most AI apps fail at the same seam. The model is strong, but the context pipeline is weak. Data sits behind SaaS APIs, internal drives, and SQL tables. It's also stored in vector stores and protected by permission systems. Custom connectors keep multiplying. Prompts become overloaded and unwieldy. Larger context windows help a bit, but they don't solve freshness or authorization issues. Retrieval precision remains a challenge. Provenance and policy enforcement are still hard to manage. Safe action control is not guaranteed. Traditional RAG splits documents into isolated chunks. Embeddings struggle to recover meaning from these fragments. A clause loses its contractual context. A log line loses its associated service. A code fragment loses its repository connection. The model may sound confident, but the retrieval layer provided incomplete evidence. Accuracy becomes fragile when trust is most needed. RAG answers, what evidence should Claude read now? MCP answers, which systems can Claude safely access? Together, they separate knowledge retrieval from system integration. This distinction matters because evidence should be ranked, tools should be permissioned. Claude should reason over both without confusing memory, search results, tool output, or authority. MCP standardizes the interface between AI applications and external systems. A host runs the AI experience for users. Clients manage protocol connections to the system. Servers expose capabilities as reusable resources. These capabilities include context, prompts, and tools. Context provides relevant information for responses. Prompts enable reusable workflows across tasks. Tools allow actions to be executed reliably. The architecture replaces one-off integrations. It creates a repeatable connection model. This model scales across products, teams, and vendors. Model Context Protocol 1 defines this standard. RAG transforms private knowledge into retrievable evidence. The pipeline processes documents by breaking them into chunks. It enriches metadata for better context. Meaning is embedded using semantic understanding. Keywords are indexed for efficient search. Candidates are retrieved based on relevance. Results are re-ranked for higher accuracy. Only the best context is injected into Claude. In production, the real question is retrieval under pressure. Can we retrieve the right evidence every time? With measurable confidence, consistently? Claude relies on this precise evidence layer. Contextual retrieval adds document-aware explanations to each chunk. Before embedding and indexing, every chunk gets context. This small architectural change gives each fragment a map back to its source. Anthropic found contextual embeddings reduce top 20 retrieval failures by 35%. With contextual embeddings plus contextual BM25, failures dropped by 49%. Using re-ranking, the reduction reached 67%. This turns retrieval quality into an engineering lever. A production request flows through intent detection. Policy checks ensure compliance at every step. Retrieval planning identifies relevant sources. MCP server selection matches the right system. Evidence ranking prioritizes accurate data. Tool execution happens within defined boundaries. Answer synthesis combines insights responsibly. Evaluation logging tracks every outcome. Claude follows a governed path, not random access. Every context source has a clear purpose. Every tool operates within set limits. Every action is scoped and controlled. Every answer remains inspectable and traceable. MCP enables powerful data access and code execution. Security must be designed before the demo starts. Use least privileged servers for every operation. Always require explicit user consent. Scope credentials tightly to reduce risk. Only allow list trusted tools. Maintain detailed audit logs. Refuse actions when context is missing. The more useful Claude becomes, the greater the need for permission design. Usefulness expands the blast radius across connected systems. Model Context Protocol ensures secure integration. RAG should not be judged by vibes. Measure retrieval precision, recall, and F1 scores. Evaluate rank quality and citation faithfulness. Check latency and end-to-end answer accuracy. Anthropic's RAG cookbook shows a production-style loop. Summary indexing and re-ranking improved accuracy from 71% to 81% on end-to-end answers. The system improves because failure modes become visible and repeatable over time. Claude, when MCP and RAG work together, users stop manually dragging in context. Claude can read the right files directly. It queries the correct systems automatically. It calls the right tools without prompts. Answers are grounded and delivered faster. Latency between question and action drops. The assistant feels truly connected to the work. No more waiting for uploads or manual steps. It's not just copying and pasting anymore. It's about real leverage and efficiency. The next competitive layer isn't just about the strongest model. It's about the cleanest context graph and safest tool surface. It's about the freshest retrieval index and best evaluation loop. MCP makes integrations portable across systems. RAG turns knowledge into usable insights. Claude becomes the reasoning layer above an organization's living operating system. Private context turns into durable advantage, and reusable infrastructure becomes a strategic asset.